Hello everybody and welcome back to Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. As per usual, now it seems it is nearly 2 a.m. so we're going to be a little bit quieter. Hopefully it won't show up in the recording because I looked up some very basic audio editing thingamajigs, so hopefully the audio will turn out a little bit better this time. Anyways, apparently we're at a soccer game, assumedly PBG's, and we're screaming for him, because we're just that great. Go PBG! I stood atop my seat on the bleachers, screaming my throat hoarse. I can't believe people think I'm the loud one. I should have brought earplugs. Asagao was playing another game today. After the loss so early in the season, they couldn't afford another one. Except they could, because timing doesn't really have much to do with it, as far as I know. Other than when, you're in eliminations and there's a specific number of games you have, then I guess that's maybe sort of time-based, but it's only time-based because there are so few games. Anyways, the score was tied 1-1 and there was only a few minutes left until halftime. That was very loud, excuse me. BBG called the team into a huddle, where they stood, heads bowed and necks tense. I really don't want a repeat of last time. None of us do, but it's okay if it happens. It's just high school soccer. Don't let PBG catch you hearing that. Catch you hearing that. Catch you saying that. He's more than just the captain of the team. He can be a little obsessive.
Oh, I know that's right.
Still a little, yeah. As you don't know the half of it. You haven't known him for as long as I have. I glared at him, and he held up his hands in self-defense. Can't blame me for stating the facts, ma'am. I mean, as far as culminative time, probably. But according to our story, apparently we knew him since we were, I don't know, toddler? I don't know. You can't look at me like that. I'm your class president. I'll throw you in the brig. I won't vote for you this year. Ouch. Man, I thought you were nice. No. She's not. My point is it's better that we win. For everyone's sake. Care to elaborate further? Ball shook his head and pointed to the field. Asagao was taking up their position again. I was about to say parentheses. I've totally forgotten what these are. Ellipses, there we go. There was 1 minute left on the clock. The ball was in Asagao's possession, and Dean was dashing forward on the field. Two players came at him, trying to take the ball from him. Dean looked around in a panic. He wasn't the best at avoiding danger. Do we know who Dean is? I feel like I don't know who Dean is. BBG raised his hand from across the field, leaning towards, running towards Dean. Dean passed the ball to him. A perfect pass. If PBG got it, he'd be able to score. There was no one in the way. PBG, go! PBG. Use tackle. But The ball went in between his legs and into the possession of the other team. Asagao sprinted across the field. I guess that's just the entire team, trying to prevent another goal, but PBG stood where he was, apparently in shock. PBG, what are you doing? You're ruining everything. Move, PBG. They're gonna score on us. Come on. But he didn't move. Polite applause sputtered throughout the stadium, and halftime was called. McJones put a hand on PBG's shoulder, and he finally snapped out of it, looking at the score. His eyes grew wide. McJones gave him a shove towards the bench, and PBG, shaking his head, let himself be led there. God, that didn't go well.
Well,
They can still come back from it. It's only one. They still can. Ellipses. When halftime was over, the team headed back onto the field, without PBG. He sat on the bench watching the game with his hands covering his mouth. Ellipses.
Well,
Let's hope we win. Ellipses. We did. With PBG on the sidelines, it was much easier for him to catch the plays of the other team and call for timeouts to counter them. In the end, his direction led the team to victory, even if his playing did not.
yeah.
Come on, we should go congratulate him. Should we? They won, didn't they? You can go ahead if you want. I'm gonna head back. Gotta work on that big campaign speech, you know? But, maybe if he seems kinda out of it, you should give him some space.
See you later.
Sure, see you later. Ball waved and headed off. Mai and I waded through the crowd and stood behind the bench, where PBG was finishing up the speech to his team. Amazing. I've never been prouder. We've never been more of a team than today. Go have fun tonight. Tomorrow we'll have practice, same as usual. We're going after the Moirai? Going after the Moirai strikers next. Strike. I was able to pronounce Moiai. Apparently, I can't even pronounce that. I was able to pronounce Moirai, but not strikers. Good. So we can't let ourselves get complacent. See you guys then. See you guys then. He dismissed the team and turned to the bench. For a split second, there was a look I had never seen on his face. Then he saw us. It was despair.
hey,
Sorry. Oh, you came again. Yeah, that's just me. Coming everywhere. Yeah, congratulations on winning. The team did great, didn't they? All thanks to your direction. He shook his head.
well,
There's no saying what would have happened if the team did really well. Ellipses. Do you, ellipses, wanna go get ice cream or something? We should celebrate. No. It's any other time I would, I mean it, but I have homework I should catch up on. I've been neglecting it recently. You always neglect it. It's about time I should catch up then.
see ya.
See you some other time, Hannah. He grabbed his duffel bag and headed off the field. That's not where Bluebell House is. He's really not doing well, is he? Oh, sorry. Is that... No, okay. That was my... Got it. No, he's not. But it seems like he wants to be alone. Fuck it. That's very cute, but... She glanced across the field. PBG's figure was getting smaller and smaller. Some people don't like having others around when they're going through something. They just want to process and come back to talk about it later. Maybe PBG's not like that. How do you know that? We were friends when we were little. I know everything about him. You know, when we were little. When he had barely developed a personality and, you know, had no life experience at all. And had no experience dealing with these issues. Totally know it. Yeah. People change, Hannah. Yeah, but not in such big ways, like dealing with problems that previously weren't a thing. Ellipses. We'll miss dinner. Come on. Maya walked past me, not even pretending to wait. What was her problem? Even if I was wrong, she seemed awfully upset over something so little. I looked for PBG, but I could no longer see him. He must have gone somewhere else. Even if I wanted to follow him, I didn't know where he was. Sighing, I ran to catch up with Mai. So if I'm getting this right, that choice, that apparent choice I had, was actually just whether or not I would piss off Mai, or Mai would get pissy, or I would make Mai think less of me. It didn't have anything to do with PBG. Because we can't find him anyways. Great. 10 out of 10. Still, I couldn't stop worrying about what was going on with BBG. I'd be able to talk to him tomorrow. Apologies. No use worrying about it until then. A few days went by, and at first everything seemed fine. PBG wasn't acting any different from usual, aside from the occasional brooding look or nervous twitch. Class started to get harder and class started to get harder. Was we neared midterm? Class started to get harder. Was we neared midterms? I'm looking at my webcam right now. I know it's not on, but I feel the need to show you my face, but I'm not going to. It's just a look of what? Class started to get harder. Was we neared midterms? Maybe that was supposed to be once? Whatever. And Shizuka was taking no prisoners. Miss Santos, sit up straight. Yes, Miss Shizuka, sorry. As time passed, she seemed to only get angrier and angrier. Mai said yet another guy had dumped her, but I wasn't so sure. Asagao Academy had a huge reputation to fill, and there was a reason it was known as the rich kids' school, after all. They accepted scholarship students like me to help pull the grades of the students who got in purely because of money. So saying all the money kids are just dumbasses. Sure, why not? The rest of the students were accepted based on merit, a combination of talent, looks, and smarts. Looks. Clearly what we should be basing our academia on. If the academy fell in its ranking to more well-to-do families, the more well-to-do families would pick a better school to send their children to. That would be devastating for them. So midterms were a big deal.
Ellipses? Question mark?
A gentle snoring filled the classroom, steadily growing louder. Students were glancing around, trying to locate its source.
PVG?
PVG sat straight as a stick in his desk, his eyes closed. Why would PVG have fallen asleep? There weren't any extra practices the normal boots club were having, nor the soccer team. I waved emphatically to Shane, who began to prod PVG in the side. Turnips. Oh no. Miss Shizuka stalked over the desk and slammed a ruler against its surface. Oh, I thought she just chucked one of those pieces of chalk right at his forehead. That would have been more anime-y, right? Sorry, more animu. There we go. Mr. Buttergainer. She's certainly an English professor. Because apparently all English professors have an English accent. Yes, or a British accent, whatever.
Mr. Buttergamer, I do believe you could use some You could use some help staying awake. Where did I get extra? I'm itching my elbow. Apologies. No, sorry, I was just, I was up studying so late. So, quiet. Don't, just shut up. I don't care.
She slammed the ruler against his desk again, then leaned towards him until their faces were an inch apart. If he looked down slightly, he could see her voluptuous bosom, open for all eyes to see, or I guess only his eyes to see, as they were right in front of him. Anyways, for an instant, I thought they would kiss. There you go. There's a continuation. She blushed, noticing the closeness. She paused for a moment, her lips moistening. Her angry face turned more sensual. She closed in, and then realized what she was doing. I hate men who lie. Not just people, specifically men. She straightened up and pointed to the back of the classroom.
Perhaps standing would help you keep awake.
Well, you say that, but he was sleeping in a pencil-like position, so... I don't know. I don't think so.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. BBG stood and slunk to the back of the room as giggles skittered across the class, because we're all 4-year-olds.
Oh, do I hear a few people wanting to join him?
The giggles silenced immediately.
If I hear any more interruptions, you will all have a 12-page paper to turn in tomorrow morning.
I agree. 12 pages. Holy shit.
Shut up!
The The rest of the class passed comparatively uneventfully. Sure, why not? As we united in the universal desire to not have homework. Never had I more strongly felt I belonged in Asagao, at Asagao. Baby just stood on the back like a solemn soldier, staring at the blackboard, hardly even blinking. Wait. It wasn't blinking. As the bell rang, I sprung out of my seat and went to BBG. He was dead. He drew eyes on his eyelids. More than that, he'd fallen asleep standing up.
PBG.
PBG, wake up. I shoved him.
I didn't mean it. Please don't take Pixel.
The fuck kind of dream was he having that someone was taking away his... I want to say ferret. Might have been a weasel. What? He blinked at his surroundings, then looked down at me.
Good morning.
Oh, Hannah, it's nice to see you. When I wake up, man, this day is gonna be good.
It's lunchtime. We're already in class.
He squinted, glancing around him. Oh, so we are. I thought you just kind of slunk into my bedroom and leaned over me all sexy like.
Why are you so tired? Is there something you need help with?
He scratched the back of his head, then smiled. Nope. I thought you were doing the eye thing again. Oh, sorry. I thought you were doing the eye thing again. It's emphasis on certain words in the sentence.
The eye thing?
Yeah, falling asleep, standing up is PBG's specialty.
This has happened before?
Oh yeah, you see, there was this one time when we were crossing the Atlantic on a boat, and I needed a coat rack for Jacques to stand on. So I just used him.
What?
It was only for 3 weeks.
What?
3?
What? John, are you insane?
Gave him bathroom breaks. What? You think I'm a monster? PBG yawned and glanced at the clock. I think I'm gonna take my lunch break by myself today. If I take a nap now, I can last through the rest of class. Because that's how sleeping works, right?
But, are you sure? I can at least watch over you. You don't want the Continue Boys drawing something on your face. Because, you know, we all know the Continue Boys in this game are super ne'er-do-wells. Whatever. Again, apparently it happened before. We are now establishing they are in fact ne'er-do-wells. Or, you know, just fun between friends, whatever. No, it's fine, really, I'm okay. With that, he slipped out of the classroom. John, has he been sleeping well?
Yeah, I think so.
It's just sleep, Hannah. Half the kids in class are perpetually sleep deprived.
You don't have to be so worried.
Well, yeah, but
It's happened with him every now and then. In a while, he will be back to normal. His normal not doing homework anyway self.
ellipses, if you say so.
Well, I do.
Yeah!
Come on, let's go get lunch. We headed to the cafeteria. I was watching for PBG, still feeling a little concerned. But to my surprise, he wasn't there. We hadn't left that long after him, though. Shouldn't we have at least run into him in the line? Unless... ellipses. He hadn't gone to lunch. Was he skipping food to sleep? My throat tightened. The whole situation was filling me with panic, and I had no idea why. John was right. It was just a bit of sleep. So, why was I so worried? There we go. We're gonna end it off there. If you like this video or dislike this video, ratings are down below. You can also favorite the video, you can share it on social media, and you can follow me on Twitter. If you like these videos and you want to continue seeing them, then you can subscribe to this channel. I implore you to subscribe to this channel. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm Rodobo. Goodbye.